it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Check out. Blue 40. Talking about and bring it.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey, I 7.
3rd and long. It's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Here's Lindsay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
12. 57, Mike. Mark 57. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try the air now with Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. 36.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming. We got double up. Pass 85. Check. Done. Watch safety green. We go.
Allen now looks to throw. The open man is Smith. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Greystone, Travis. You got tight.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Joker.
Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, tight. Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Allen now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be third down. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 12-yard line.
Hello. Can you hear me?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie!
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Luck now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Tight, go. 11. Hey, Delta.
Throwing again is Locke. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. Check Mike 57. Ricky.
Back to throw. Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Coming to you.
From midfield, here's Allen. This one caught by Beasley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that. But they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Single. Strong right.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Switch. Watch the
From the red zone now, Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Complete. Smith has it.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing again. Allen. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't shoot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Hey, Orbit.
They're going to look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working, because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be. It's a foot race. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 85 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lock on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they are looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.